imaginary. I'm actually freaking insane. But I'll be plotting my marriage.
So welcome back, my adoring public, to more Shin Megami Tensei Persona. And you'll remember that this happened. Pharaoh Fiasco, and we've got a guest from the Red Room Skeletons channel that I'm also on, Alex. I did not mean to let the... And now we actually have a bit more of that. So I mentioned this before when Alex guested, but I'm also on Red Room Skeletons, which is the channel me and my roommates do. And we've got Gerard, who's the mastermind behind Red Room Skeletons, guesting. And I've been trying to get him on the show for like 65 centuries, but he's finally here.
It's that he keeps inviting other people like Alex. It's okay though, I'm here. I don't know that much about mastermind. I'm more like just the regular mind. I'm the field worker.
Don't let him lie to you. So Gerard actually played a little bit of this game. There's actually a save file of his. I'll show it to you guys. Yeah, he doesn't even remember. Once we see the name, once we see the name, he'll remember it.
Is it like Kanye West?
It's nothing like that.
Oh, I do remember actually playing a little bit of this.
So, and off screen, I was wandering around for about 20 minutes. 20 minutes of wandering around, quite a bit more of random battles to actually figure out where I'm supposed to go next. And it should be one of these subway entrances. But Gerard, that's the east one. No. Did we come out of the east one or the west one? It's one of these subway entrances, and that's a fight. But pretty much, I won't be skipping the fights because Gerard and I have stuff to talk about.
Yeah. Like, I asked the question off screen. I was wondering, because there's this game that he has called Shin Megami MegaTensei Apocalypse, and back in the day, when I first like met him, before I even knew he liked Shin Megami MegaTensei, because I didn't even know what the hell it was. I just knew it was an MMO out there, and it was like Pokemon. That's what I considered this. It's like it's much like Pokemon. And so I asked him if he wanted to play it, and we played it together. It was like hella boring, but like. Am I allowed to say hello?
Gerard, it's just me. Gerard can talk however he likes, but he's talking about and you'll notice I actually haven't said anything, but he and Alex say Shin Megami MegaTensei. I haven't said anything until right now. It's Shin Megami Tensei. You guys are adding an extra mega on that. I chose
from the game itself. Though.
I chose this moment to actually. That's when I realized it. But he's talking about when Shin Megami Tensei Imagine was still a thing. He and I played it together. I played it way before that, and then Gerard and I played it together. It was still, it was an MMO. I'm sure a lot of you guys have played Shin Megami Tensei Imagine. You probably don't have fond memories of it. You just have memories of it.
I'd play it. Like when I'm not playing it, I'm like, darn, or whatever. I really want to play. I really want to play that game. Then I get into it, like, oh, I remember why I quit. It's like it wasn't that bad of a game. It's just that it was really boring or something like that. At the same time, like it wasn't exciting to do anything. And like, the question I asked him was, if that game, the game I'm talking about, was called The Apocalypse. Does that mean Shinigami? That game was called Shinigami MegaTensei Imagine, right? The MMO.
Shin Megami Tensei Imagine.
It wasn't Mega 10 because they call it Mega 10.
It's Mega 10, yeah, but that's because Megami Tensei.
Okay. Shin Megami Tensei.
There we go. He said it.
Shin Megami Tensei Imagine took place after Apocalypse, but before this, right?
So. SMT Imagine, it takes place between, you're almost there. It takes place between Shin Megami Tensei 1 and Shin Megami Tensei 2. Or, yeah.
So when is Apocalypse? Is it?
Shin Megami Tensei Apocalypse is, I don't know if it's, they all take place in the Amala network, but I don't think Shin Megami Tensei, I think they're different universes, because I know Shin Megami Tensei 3 kind of follows from it. I didn't like Nocturne personally, so I've never played it.
I know Nocturne, it's like inside the story or something. I read up on Imagine Nocturne was a part of that universe or something like that.
It definitely would have been, because Nocturne, I think, God, I can't remember what the ending of Well, they're all... Nocturne introduced the Amala network. which makes like everything in the Omega 10 universe all like multiverse. It makes it a multiverse. But I don't think they significantly followed. Like it was SMT 1, then you've got Imagine, then you've got 2, but Nocturne and 4 and Apocalypse don't really specifically follow it, I don't think.
But so like that means Shin Megami Tensei 2 takes place in like a distant future or something like that?
Yes, there's because it takes place in like would it still be an alternate future? I think it's like 30 years after, which is like 2020 or something. Yeah. But Shin Megami Tensei 2 takes place quite a bit after Shin Megami Tensei 1, which was like modern Japan 1990X or whatever.
Cause I remember Imagine was like 20XX or something like that. They were like, we're not gonna reveal the exact time. Then it was like it showed like backstory heroes or something like that, which I'm guessing was from the first game. And you remember the introduction to that, right?
Introduction to
Imagine. It was like showing the background story. It was like this group of heroes did something in the world and something like that.
I do not remember that. No.
I remember it vividly because I was like, I'm so addicted to this game.
Gerard was pretty hyped for it.
Because I also played it way before meeting Alonzo, and then I played it again afterward with them, and then remember why I stopped playing last time. Yeah.
But it was fun. It was fun having someone else to play with. Gerard at that point, and he and Alex still aren't super. Like no one's as invested in this series as I am.
I'm super invested in Persona 3.
Yeah. Dude, it has to be. It has to be seen to be believed. Right now, he's at Crying Table. Oh my god, I can't remember the name of it. You guys know the boss, the table boss that uses Megidola.
The unavoidable, unbeatable attack.
Gerard's strategy.
I just have to get like stronger. The best way to beat an opponent is just to get stronger.
You can just maximum overgrind, but I mean that's my usual go-to. But that boss, brute forcing it is definitely a lot more. It's more. I don't like, and I'm like Gerard and Alex will tell you when I have them play like the Megami Tensei games, the Mega 10 games, I'm super extra hands off. Like I wouldn't tell Alex how to do anything when he played Persona 3. Like not even like how to walk around, how to interact with people,
how to turn the camera.
Right.
Spoilers, bro.
I wouldn't say anything about it.
But like, yeah, I'm thinking because I'm probably gonna grind on that for like a whole week, like a real life. And like, cause I could get him down to half health. But I can't beat him. It has to auto fight.
I think I might do like a special episode for this channel. It'll be like Gerard tries beating Crying Table.
Just that, cause like so people can see my
his strategy. Dude. I think it'd be interesting.
With this game though, the difference. Is there like any major? Well, there are obvious major differences with these.
So the battle system is the clearest cut one.
And this is the first one, right?
Yes. This is the first.
But it's not tied into Shin Megami Tensei. It's a different dimension.
Yes, it is. They're all connected via the Amala network, but this is a different universe.
Does it ever take note that is there ever like some guy you meet who starts telling stories about one of the other universes or something in game?
Well, Tamaki, she
someone who has dreams about the other universe.
I think I just lied to you. Because Tamaki in her game, she's a cameo from Shin Megami Tensei F. Nanjo's persona Shoki reached its maximum rank. Shoki learns Rakunda, never gonna use that. But in Tamaki's game, Shin Megami Tensei F, which can be considered like Persona 0, she actually gets her comp from somebody who saw the main character from Shin Megami Tensei 1 walking around.
Yeah, but if it's a different dimension, it can still because like one person can appear in like different things.
Yeah, and you are completely right. Yeah. Gerard's completely right because in this reality, in the reality where Persona 1 happens, the nukes never went off. So Japan was never nuked by America, so things continued on as normal. At least, and you guys probably know the plot of the next game in the series, so at least until.
So did Japan win that war? Or did they still?
Dude, they got nuked. so
like if the nukes never went up, does that mean Japan like won that war?
No, this was like in 1990X.
Oh, okay.
So that Japan getting nuked in 1990X would be pretty bad.
Okay.
So the main character survives it, obviously.
Oh,
but...
the nukes in the game are different nukes. Like,
yeah, because this happens in like
nukes.
1990X.
Oh, okay, so it's definitely not a...
Yeah, as we're not talking about the 1940s.
Alright.
Though there are Devil Summoner games that take place, and Devil Summoner and Persona.
Devil Summoner is different than Survivor?
Yeah, Devil Summoner is different than Survivor. Gerard's up, dude. Gerard is catching on quick. But they are completely different. I'm just trying to like make it to where I can get healed. Because I didn't do enough wandering around. I saw the subway entrance and I saw that I hadn't taken a step into it, and I was like, oh hey, finally found it. Turns out that wasn't the case.
What about that Summoner though?
Okay. So Devil Summoner and Persona actually also take place in the same universe. Because Tamaki and Tadashi are both Devil Summoners. Let's see. She's a summoner. Wait.
So Persona users are definitely different than the Summoners.
Persona users are different from summoners. Summoners, they use demons to fight. Persona users use personas.
Are they like at odds or something?
No, they don't. Like in Persona 2, Tamaki, she summons her demons and she's much less effective for whatever reason. It's the same thing that has like if the previous character in a shonen if the previous main character shows up in a shonen series, then they're not as strong as the new main character. That's how it goes. Or they never actually fight.
That one Naruto dude was still pretty strong.
That's because Naruto's been like OP for like 65 generations.
But I'm thinking like, because if I'm a Persona user and I see someone who's like, I summon demons, I'm like, you have to stay away from me with that. Especially if I'm like, imagine like, if I make this game, I would have like a Monica Rial kind of Christian character. It's just like, you summon demons? Stay over there. My Persona is an angel, can't you see?
I showed Gerard. If you haven't seen the Ghost Stories dub, you should definitely watch it.
It is one of the best things I've seen in a while.
That's what he's referring to. So this is, you'll notice that jamming, because I do like, there's not really, with just me, I skip the battles a lot. You guys see that? There's not really a lot for me to go over with the battles, but Gerard brings something fresh to the table. It's cool having him guest. And it's Red Rum Skeletons, the other channel. I play a lot of games on that. Gerard, we're trying to get him to play one specific game.
I don't know what you're talking about. I honestly don't know what specific
we're trying to get Gerard to play Catherine on that.
Oh, yeah. I heard about that game. The game about some dude who's cheating on his girlfriend with some lady or something. That's weird that I actually heard about that, because I remember you talking about it before, and I think that's why I looked it up.
But as long as you don't remember the ending.
Yeah, I don't, because we were talking about when I was playing Persona the first time. It was like a lot of games we were talking about because you had it or something. I don't know, because like when I was playing Persona, I didn't cheat, but I ended up looking up stuff so I can get deeper understanding of what it means, and then I ended up like seeing other stuff about it.
Yeah, and trust me, you kept playing this way. So.
Yeah, that's why I knew about the whole Messiah thing or whatever.
Yeah.
And then what happens to like the main character, but you guys will find that out when the Alonzo eventually. But, yeah, but I didn't finish. But I still was interested at least to know how he got to that point. And I just got stuck on a boss for like 8 months. But hey, at least Fire Emblem's still easy. Nah,
yeah.
But
Gerard, we'll talk about, and actually we might get the hint. We might get the opportunity to talk more about Fire Emblem later on.
Is that like suckering me into like another show?
I mean, Gerard and Alex, like I said, you guys can expect this to happen, and definitely the gap between Alex guesting on the show and Gerard guesting on the show was like 9 months or something. So it'll happen. It won't happen a whole lot. Oh, what I'm like, this is like episode like 24 or something. So really, it was only a couple, like 1 month. No,
it's ironic because I get Alonzo to guest on the show all the time.
Well, it's because we all work together. Red Rum Skeletons is funny. You guys should definitely check it out.
Yeah.
We play lots of JRPGs there too.
Apparently, it wasn't meant to happen.
It wasn't like that initially, but the influence, dude. You can't fight it forever.
I mean, JRPG. It's just well, I don't know. The one it's very specific, more the newer versions of JRPGs. Compared to like the one like Alonzo's playing right now, I probably would not have picked this up for that long. I was gonna ask, like, are there any monsters that were taken out between this game and Persona 3?
Like Personas?
Yeah.
There are and there aren't. Oh, Izzy leveled up. So, but there. I know for a fact that there are ones that have like only appeared in Persona 1 and haven't appeared in any other games.
They make that comeback.
Yeah, because they don't like, it's not like Pokemon. So the answer to your question is there are, but I could not name them to save my life right now. But it's not like Pokemon. Like, it's a rotating roster of which demons are available in which game. Third Ward.
You said not like or a lot like?
It's not like Pokemon, where as in Pokemon, you're gonna get every single.
You can, but some of them aren't like.
Some of them aren't available, but if you cheat and inject it, not that I'm condoning that, Nintendo, please don't come after me. But it's not like in a Pokemon game where even if it's in a whole nother generation and one Pokemon doesn't even have a national dex number, you can still get it in the game. It's the data for it is still there. It's different in Persona.
Because the data's just not there.
Yes, because you're right. There are demons that showed up in games previous to this that are not available here. Because we have Personas, but we're fighting demons.
Okay. Which is weird. Like, I wonder why they made the change from demons to shadows. Is it like, or is it still called demons in Japan?
They're shadows. Like in Persona 3 and 4, they're shadows. So it's to make it all friendlier. But I don't know, and you guys know, spoilers are like the bane of my existence. But obviously, being a Persona fan, it's been not impossible, but definitely I'd have to be super extra careful. But I believe that may change in 5. But like, I don't know for sure.
Because they were like saying that people were like fighting personas in that or something like that. For what I've seen.
That'd be cool.
That'd be interesting. Because like I love the theory that the main character might be using shadows or something like that.
And Persona 5.
Yeah, that sounds like the best.
So
were you avoiding like the theories and stuff like that?
No, you're fine. You guys, if you guys are hearing Gerard talk right now, you're probably laughing. It's very clear he hasn't played 4, isn't it?
I mean, I haven't played 4. I've seen the anime a bit though.
And don't weep for Gerard, he's already lost. It's okay.
I saw like up to the point where they introduced the I think the voice actor for him is Khan or something like that from Bleach. It's like a little, maybe it's a bear or something like that. I don't know. It's like a little.
Oh, Teddy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Whenever they showed him, I started like gradually losing interest.
Because it's very easy. Like if you've played Persona Q, it's very easy to have Teddy be your least favorite character.
I saw enough Persona Q to like not want to play. I was on my Persona grind forever.
You guys so Gerard knew what he was enlisting in when he sat down. He was gonna talk for like 30 minutes about a game series that he's like tangentially interested in, but he knew what was going on, what was happening going in.
But it's okay for me to skip over Persona Q. Right?
Yeah, no, you're fine.
Would a hardcore fan be like, bro, I'm at your neck right now?
No, dude. Even a hardcore fan would be like, don't even play Persona. You have to be a fan of Persona 3, Persona 4, and Etrian Odyssey to get the most out of playing that game.
What about the Arena?
Persona 4 Arena? Oh my gosh. Whatever. I own both of those games and I don't even like them. I had to get them.
The Ultimax or whatever.
Where the heck?
Did you finish them though? Like,
yes, I played the story modes for both of them.
Okay.
Hold on. I might end up going to... That's a casino. Oh, crap.
They judges you. A casino named Judge Me.
Okay, I am actually completely lost right now. Hold on. Let me go back into this subway once more. East subway entrance.
Make sure you eat fresh while you're down there.
Right?
Get it?
Gerard makes jokes like that.
I had 2 jokes. I forgot the other one. It was like, the black market thing.
I think let's go ahead and like fully explore this, because we can't. There's no way for us to proceed like the other way. Oh my gosh, I should have tried, but I'd already been walking around for so long. So I saw that uncharted territory and I was like, yes, but it's totally charted territory and that thing can cast Megiddo.
I wish like they showed the name of the summons and stuff like that. Because I don't know, they might do that in, oh no, they say it in Persona 3.
Yeah, your main character, oh, crap.
When they use it, like, I think everyone, when they use it, they say it.
Yes, they do. And there's a chance of you hearing what the persona is. I know what they are because I fused them all up. Gerard hasn't seen me go into the Velvet Room yet because he just sat down just now.
Yeah, because I'm like, what is the fiery chicken?
That's actually Vidofnir, and I should change her actually to Hather. And then
I'm unfamiliar with the persona so far.
it's fine. It's always, hopefully, my goal is to get Gerard and Alex addicted to it. Alex is gonna be a lot tougher.
I mean, Persona, when it's in 3D, like on a newer platform, of course I like it, but like,
I've already laid claim to Persona 5.
yeah, I'll play it right now.
That'd be completely fine if Gerard, like, I don't have a problem with Gerard playing it while I'm at work. But like, if I hear even like one single soundbite, I'll probably like combust. Yeah, I'll probably spontaneously combust from the spoiler overload.
And then implode shortly.
So we're just killing everything. Let's see what else, because there was stuff I wanted to go over. Oh yeah, Mark. So I brought this up with Alex, and I've also talked about this with Gerard off camera, but the changes made in Revelations Persona. Oh, Maki's Persona Hather reached rank 2. Hather learned Mamagna. Very nice. So anyone who's played this game, and especially by now since I've already talked about it, is familiar with the fact, and Gerard also already knows, I just want to bring this up so you can start talking about it. The changes made to localize it so that Revelations Persona, Reiji's Persona Aeon Bar reached rank 7. Aeon Bar learned Eastern Impact. Mark was black in Revelations Persona. That's what I'm getting at.
I don't know, every time I look at him, I hear a slight beatbox in my head. I wonder, does he play basketball?
He's still the grooviest character. Oh, fun fact. Mark and Teddy, the bear character, have the same voice actor. And initially, Kakashi and Teddy had the same voice actor, but then Kakashi joined up with the Union. His ability got all sketchy. Well, they just changed to Sam Riegel or Regal?
Did you name the main character?
I did. His name is Izaishi Izayoi with the nickname Izzy.
Oh. This is a lot easier to pronounce.
Well, I can say Izaishi.
Oh.
And Jiraiya can say Izaishi as well, but it is more of a mouthful. He's got two names because fans, they create their own names a lot, but sometimes they tend to actually use the names that were used in the manga. And for what the heck? And for Persona 1, the manga had him named Naoya Todo.
Does Persona still have ongoing manga?
No, the manga concluded. It was like forever ago. I still remember the mangaka, the authoress. She was like, she wanted to evoke a feeling where it was like, where she wanted the person reading it to be like, I wish I were X years younger so I could have a Persona 2. And it was at that moment where I was like, man, she's freaking old.
Is there an age gap on Personas or something?
Well, no, they're just teenagers. And you know, Japanese teenagers have all the fun.
Yeah, so. They have all the superpowers and stuff like that. And they can beat up adults for whatever reason.
Yeah. But,
go ahead.
Well, in the drama CD,
Alonzo is a bit into Persona.
His name was Jihei Suzakuin, and I've never named my main character that even once. Jihei Suzakuin.
I did it as like a reference to show, hey, I'm so into this.
But a lot of this comes from the wiki. What were you saying?
Who's this dude on the end with like the X on his forehead? Is he part of like the Yuga clan?
So, if it would be a swastika if it were the Yuga clan. Oh, before you start commenting, I know it's a manji. It's a joke. It's a joke, guys.
It's not manju?
Manji.
Is it?
Manju is like a bun.
Oh. Huh. Okay. Is it like a Jamaican Jewish guy? No,
so Gerard, like this is, I had to get over this because they can, with the way our residence is set up, they can hear me. But I've become a lot more. I can get pretty
weeb.
Not weeb. I was a weeb long before this happened.
But you're more in tune with the Japanese culture.
Well, so Chisato was the cute girl Aki was talking about. There's something that's been nagging at me. No, there's no proof. I must be mistaken. Man, here again? Hey, how are we gonna save Maki if we keep this up? There's something I've gotta force Kandori to apologize for.
Dude, that dude sounds super edgelord.
I mean, take a look at him. I think it's actually pretty interesting because you see right now the way Reiji carries himself, he's like extra cool guy, but it comes back to bite him when he's an adult.
Like, okay, what's the X on his forehead?
I have no freaking clue.
Like, is he in a gang or something?
No, he's just like, I don't know why he's got the X on his forehead. He's just, his design is really
that cool.
But he's really popular with the girls at his school.
It's probably because of the X.
Yeah. But it makes people, like, it makes adults really unsettled because they're like, is he gonna rob me?
He does look like he's gonna rob somebody.
But Reiji is the super secret extra character that I had to dot all the I's and cross all the T's to get onto my team. I've never played with him before. So basically the difference is that Reiji is basically it's different. You know how Izzy's persona Illuyanka reached rank 5 and it didn't learn anything. But you know how Junpei, he's like of the Magician Arcana and he's just got Hermes as a persona? Maki's persona Hathor reached rank 3. Hathor learned Nervundi. Earlier you watched me change their personas. So it was like in this game and the next one, they're not actually locked to one persona. They everybody can switch personas rather than just the main character. And so Reiji, he's got access to personas of the Arcana that no one else can really utilize, like Death, for instance. So that's his thing, but as a result, a lot of the personas from the Arcana that the other characters can use have the worst affinity with him and he cannot equip. I ran into an issue with that last episode.
I'm thinking like, he looks like he's gonna be like the villain in the end of the story.
He does look pretty bad, but he's hanging out with us right now. He'll learn the power of friendship soon enough.
I guess, will the X fade away? As soon as the power of friendship comes, it's like, I'm being cured of
my edginess.
Suddenly I'm not so close to the edge. I might not kill anybody.
I've actually got a theory as to what's going on. Like, and this is how much I think about this freaking game series. Everybody can utilize multiple personas in this game, and as you guys know, no one can do that in the games going forward. At least Persona 3 and Persona 4. If they can do it in Persona 5, please do not tell me. But I have a theory that the power of the wild card actually has gotten weaker in the years, or is more concentrated.
The wild card? That's the thing that gives you monsters in it, right?
The power of the wild card is what allows you to summon multiple personas, utilize multiple personas. And so everybody must have, at least in some capacity, the ability of the wild card. At least in my mind, that's how that works. Because they gave a name to the phenomenon.
The wild card phenomenon.
Yeah, but suddenly no one can do it anymore, and it's freaking weird. So I believe that the power of the wild card may have gotten weaker in the time between Persona 2 and Persona 3. That's why only one person can do it. That's why only one person has the potential to use all the masks of their soul, whereas everybody else can just use one.
Or humanity itself is going
Gerard, he's being super profound right now.
But
I swear to you guys, he hasn't played.
It's like, I don't know, I'm thinking, I wouldn't be able to like just make a theory on that until I actually see how the game ends or whatever. Which I probably will. Once he finishes this game, I'm probably go watch the episode where it ends and I have an idea, some better idea of what would happen or some concept. Someone was talking to me today, and I tried to comprehend, put some logic behind that idea. Because like when you're, it's kind of off subject too, but like when you're disarming a bomb, right? He was like, I don't get why people just don't cut all the wires. Why is it always the green wire is the fix it, but if you cut the wrong wire, it just blows up? I
mean, I see where you're coming at. Cutting all the wires should like cut the detonation.
But when I was thinking about it, like the only actual electrical part of a bomb would be the timer itself. That means one of the wires would most likely be sending a signal to the bomb to keep it stable from blowing up until the timer's run out. Then when the timer runs out, that signal is disconnected and the bomb blows up. So if someone disconnects that wire early, then the whole bomb blows up or something like that.
I mean, if I were designing a bomb, not that I'm saying that anything like that is going on, I would definitely make it tamper-proof, or make whoever's messing with it think twice about tampering.
Yeah.
So I'm wandering around aimlessly. These things are Black Widows, and I cannot. They're new enemies, so which makes me feel like I'm on the right track. But I've actually got way more wandering around to do. Gerard is still going to continue guessing for the next few episodes, but for right now, I'm actually going to go ahead and cut things here. So I will see you guys. Join me next time for more Shin Megami Tensei Persona. Bye for now, guys.